Your Local 2 Weather Authority forecast.
All right, John Mayer joins us, and you know what? Like the weather, love the fact that we're going to see some colder stuff.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time now. I mean, we're almost to December. We're getting towards winter, and it's just a matter of time before we start to cool off. Not necessarily today or tomorrow, but it's on the way. And right now, what we've been seeing, same thing we've had for a while now, clear skies out there. Hard to find much in the way of cloud cover unless you look off to the east. That's where we do still have a little bit of rainfall developing in the eastern part of the state. It's all thanks to a cold front that moved through, still making its way across the rest of the Lone Star State and bringing in some of that rainfall there. But for us, not so much. The front moved through, brought a little bit of cooler air, brought those strong winds that we've been feeling all day, but the rain just never really developed for us. Honestly, it's just too dry out there. Big surprise for West Texas, right? But really, as we continue to see more of that dry air, it looks like the front, well, its effects have pretty much already taken place. Those temperatures dipped a few degrees. We had those winds, but now the front is off to our east. We're going to start to see temperatures really starting to level off over the next few days. Now, as far as any rain chances, any cloud cover tomorrow, not so much. Into Thursday, again, starting off pretty dry out there. Thanksgiving holiday, at least for the beginning end of it, going to be pretty clear, pretty dry, and fairly mild. No major changes in our forecast over the next couple of days. It's the end of the holiday that things start to change up for us. Now, those winds have calmed down a good deal, but we were looking at 10, 20, even 30-mile-an-hour winds in the basin, especially off to the west. Guadalupe Pass, Guadalupe Mountains, always looking at some strong winds out there, but even they have calmed down. They're only down to 8 miles per hour at this point. So, yeah, we're starting to see our conditions really resuming to where they were before the front swung through. Of course, that brought a little bit of cooling out there, still way above average, but 75 degrees, not too bad. At least we're not talking about record highs. That's where we were just a day ago. We were near 80 degrees, almost setting a record. Now, we're still 10 degrees above average, but it's a little bit more reasonable for this time of year. And as we continue to move forward, next 7 days, we're going to see those temperatures taking a little bit more of a dip out there. Now, one good thing, and this is something that we haven't been able to say for a while now, we're continuing to see the pollen counts on the downside. Tree pollen, grass pollen, wheat pollen, all low. Still a little bit of an issue with those mold spores, but other than that, not looking too bad out there. This information, you can always check that out, TexanAllergy.com for the latest on that. And the good news is now that we're moving into the winter months, hopefully we've seen an end to some of those issues out there. We don't need any more problems with allergies, but one thing that we are going to start to see, some of that cooler air starting to dip back in, especially off to the north. Southeastern New Mexico, northern basin, dropping down near the 30s and actually seeing some of those mid-30s overnight tonight into Lee County, all the way down to 35 in Tatum, 36 Lovington and Hobbs. Tomorrow afternoon, staying a little bit cooler, low to mid-60s for us in the northern basin. Once you get down to I-20, though, we start to warm up a bit, and that's what we're going to be looking at. Upper 30s there in Barstow, lower 40s for the rest of us. About 40 degrees tonight in Midland and Odessa as we move into Wednesday morning, and then into the afternoon hours, mid to upper 60s. Dropping down a good deal over where we were today, but still above average for this time of year. Gotta wait until after the holiday to really see those temperatures take a dip. Trans-Pecos, same story. We get some 30s in Red Bluff, Pecos, Balmorhea, and then along I-10, a little bit warmer, mid-40s for us overnight, and then some mid to upper 60s for our highs tomorrow. Down into the Davis Mountains, this is where we start to flirt with some of those freezing temperatures, mid-30s for those overnight lows in Valentine and Marfa, but then looking at 60s for some afternoon highs tomorrow. Now, what we're really waiting on is another cold front, and this second cold front won't arrive until after the holiday. Once we get into Thursday night, Friday morning, that's when we'll start to see that front moving through. Drops our temperatures in a big way from 69 for our high on Turkey Day down to 55 on Friday. Big time changes out there, and those overnight lows dropping as well. Only 39 degrees early on Friday morning. Saturday and Sunday, a little bit more reasonable, low to mid-60s out there. And then next week, see that roller coaster ride continues, dropping down to 59 for our high on Tuesday, and some more of those lows in the 30s, starting to make our way into winter. And, well, it's going to feel like it before too much longer.
It looks like the holiday weekend, not too bad, Saturday, Sunday, but yeah, Friday is going to bite a little
Friday's
bit.
an indoor day, I think.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, hopefully you don't have to wait in any lines outside. Just go right into the stores. Best bet.
Or it's a good excuse to not go. You know, the husbands that don't want to go to the mall.
Amazon exists for a reason.
There you go. All right, thanks, John.